It was always his work my father cared about. His research.
No! Now go!
He tried to save his work.
And live!
And I tried to save him.
For me! Marcus, we've got to go!
I still couldn't save my father.
Run!
But you can't save them all.
Sarge! I hurt, Sarge. No!
Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. If you missed it, we just uploaded recently our ranking of the Gears of War games, and that can be found up here. Click the link and it'll bring you to that video. Today, Dom and I will be ranking our favorite Gears of War characters. Are you ready for this?
Yes, I am.
As you can see, right here we have it going from S being the highest all the way down to F being the absolute worst.
Yeah.
You would not want these soldiers on your team. You would not trust them at all. So we can already put now how are we gonna be going off? Like, we're gonna be going from how much we like them, not from their skill or anything like that. Just from like how we like them as a character. Like, you know.
So I think
it's hard to tell. Like, I know that's Clayton, I think that's Anthony, and that's Benjamin. It's hard to tell. I'm not 100%.
Yeah,
like,
I would assume.
I know they have different helmets, but I'm not 100% sure on exactly which one is which. But I'm pretty sure this is Anthony, the one that dies in Gears 1 with the headshot. We only got to see him for a brief moment.
Yeah, I remember.
Before he was quickly taken away. His gun jammed. So if we were doing it on skill, it wouldn't be that high either, unfortunately. Well, we jam our guns while we play. You know, it's hard to get those active reloads sometimes. So, where would you rank Anthony Carmine? So, I'd put him in D or C. Like, he was the first Carmine, the first one everyone interacted with and liked, and he kept the family tradition going.
C. I don't want him too low. He's mid-range.
Yeah, like I didn't want to put him too high, but I do love Carmines. Like, the Carmines are the best to me. But at the same time, I have to come off where he's only in the game for a little bit. But I guess if we're going, like, how much we like and how much the character made an impact also on the franchise. Like, the Carmines live on. They're still going in the Gears of War series, you know? Every game has a Carmine.
Controversial, and I'm going to put this Carmine.
No, don't. No. We gotta agree, bro. Benjamin, I prefer Benjamin over Anthony.
Oh, Benjamin, I was waiting to put him on the list down here.
That's Clayton. That's Clayton.
Sorry.
No, you're bros, bro.
Clayton's the worst.
No. Benjamin is the one that we train at the start of Gears 2, and he's with us for a little bit, and then he gets shot and eaten, and then we see him getting the little insects or like finishing them off and eating them. But Benjamin was in it.
The good bit, like,
he was in it a lot longer, and he had good dialogue, and he was, you know, they were making fun of him too. And I'm pretty sure they made a reference to like when his gun jammed or something, like referencing Anthony or something from the first game.
I love Clayton Carmine, like he's actually at the top.
Yeah, I'd put Clayton as an S, no problem.
Yeah.
Like, he's he's the character I play as a multiplayer.
I like him. Everything about him, like, he has tattoos of all the Carmines that fell.
Like, he has,
and then he has like Grub Killer on his armor.
And he has badass scenes.
And like, he's just running in.
He was teased to die multiple times. In Gears 3, before the game actually came out, they had a charity event where if you were buying, they had a Save Carmine and a Carmine Must Die t-shirt for your avatars, depending on, like, was all the money being raised from these were going for charity, but depending on which got the most sales was going to be the decision of what would happen to Carmine, like Clayton Carmine in Gears 3. Would he survive, or would Carmine Must Die? And I support Save Carmine, and I was very happy, and he survived past Gears 3 where he's actually in Gears 5 and still alive by the end of the game. So Clayton lives. So he's my faves. He's a S, and I have to take this mouse now and fix your decision with Benjamin.
What?
I cannot. He's on the same
Why
level.
are you putting him on the same?
Because Benjamin is better than Anthony. There, I said it, people. He's in it more. He has more stuff. Anthony's in it for a few minutes and then dies. Benjamin's in it longer, and he's funny, and he dies.
Well, then this deserves to happen, then he drops down to he's in it the least.
Yes.
But then that feels wrong.
They're brothers, put them together.
But then
Well, no, he's on a level above. Well, he's good.
Oh, because then he has to be on a level below.
Okay.
He's a D rank. Right.
Like, as much as I love that Anthony was the one that started all the Carmines, if I'm ranking by favourites, Benjamin I prefer Benjamin over Anthony. Well, I still love.
Just looking over the list now, I don't know who this grey-haired woman is.
Well, we know her to see in the games, but we can't remember her name.
I can remember in a cutscene saying something for a couple of seconds, but I do not know her name.
I remember she was talking to Hoffman.
I don't know what purpose she fulfilled in the game.
She was at high rank, I know that much.
And considering we don't remember all the games,
yeah,
and I can't remember, it means she has no impact.
I'm pretty sure she's on in Gears 3. We can't remember her, so we just leave her at the bottom, because she's obviously not a favourite, because if she was to never be included in any of the games come forward, we won't know it was a thing, you know?
Yeah, and then there was this guy.
That's just, he's from Gears 3, remember?
Yeah, he's the guy who was over the Dust Town,
yeah,
Dust people.
Yeah, he was a dick though.
Yeah, that's him.
So put him in F.
Yeah.
We remember him at least, but I didn't like him.
I remember him for not liking him. Yeah.
I didn't like him, and I wouldn't have cared if he lived or died. So...
Yeah, and then he vanishes, like after he's like, I'll get you guys, and then he's gone.
We go... So this is Prescott, right? Oh no, that's Prescott. This is... one...
That's not the general, is it? No, that's the guy with the cap over there.
Well, usually I don't like these leaders anyway. The only one I really like is Hoffman.
Yeah, Hoffman's probably
I think Hoffman's good. Anya. Where would Anya go?
Anya. See, that's a hard one because like, I just associate her with Fenix. But
I think... No, I didn't mean to do that.
I think you meant to do that. She's a solid E.
No, I think she's up on the B tier.
Wait, that's a bit
like,
much.
Going from, she was like the main intercom, like she was the main one on the computers, doing all that, helping everyone, and then when shit hits the fan and Gears 2 and Jacinto sinks and everyone has to fight, she really upped their game. And she became a badass soldier. She fights with you in Gears 3 for the whole game.
Okay.
For the parts that she's in it, and she doesn't die. She gets to live after, you know, with Marcus, and they have JD. I think she's not the highest.
Yeah, she's not the highest. She's slightly above mid-range. That's
like you have to go from the growth. I really like Anya. Like I think she's a solid.
Oh, let's quickly get this one out of the way. Don't just go straight to the top without question. Man sacrificed his life to save everybody.
Man, it's really hard to. So let's just keep going in order with the other character from Judgment. I think she was badass, so I put her with D
rank.
Yeah. And this asshole Prescott I put as F.
Oh yeah, and he comes back and he's dying. Like that's crap. Yeah. Cole Train.
Where would Cole realistically go?
I don't know.
It's the Cole Train. Woo woo.
Yeah, I know. Every game I say it every time I see him.
Hoffman I think is a solid B or A because he's a good leader. He's memorable.
Should he be higher than Anna?
Yeah. Well, I guess put them on the same because I don't like him more than Anya. Like I know his rank and what he does for the games, but
does he go before Anya? Are we doing that again?
We're doing that.
We'll do that at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Let's just get them all up first.
Baird, I put him as the highest. He's also him. Clayton, Carmine, and Baird are my favorite characters in Gears.
Okay, and then we have the guy
Dizzy
the cowboy.
Dizzy's pretty awesome. I put him.
One put him high.
I put him
A
or B. I think he's a solid character. We don't get to see enough of him.
Yeah,
but
just
he's
because he's not in it
memorable.
enough, I'm gonna
He's
put him on B.
He's rememberable for the parts that he's in.
He's the only guy who wears a cowboy hat.
And you like him when he's in it, and you wish you had more. So, Bear, it's Buddy.
Paddock.
Paddock, he's also was in Gears 5 briefly in the desert.
I actually liked his character.
Yeah.
Because he was like...
He's kind of a dick, but he's a likeable dick.
He's a likeable dick. He's, like,
he's honest, like he's, what's it when someone's just brutally honest?
Yeah.
He's one of those people, like, if he doesn't like you, he'll tell you he doesn't like you.
He's very frank, that's what it is.
He's blunt, or he's your friend.
And he likes when people are blunt back with him. He's like, I really respect you for that.
Yeah, like, he's like, oh, you're someone I'm gonna like. And this guy, coming fucking out of shit. This is the guy that was judging them. Judging Baird and Cole and everything in Judgment.
Yeah. Didn't like him.
This guy from Gears 3 and stuff, I can't remember, Jace. That's his name.
Just goes name.
Nah. He was cool.
He's cool, but he doesn't deserve to be on here. He's slightly above these characters.
Yeah, but...
He took over for Dom when Dom died.
Yeah. Like, I'd put him on D. You can leave him on E, like, I'm not bothered by it. Because, like, he's a character I don't care too much about. But I didn't hate him when he was on. You know? He was alright. So just leave him.
Yeah,
Marcus, you know... The obvious.
Yeah.
The obvious choice. That's when you know you got a good franchise, you know, when so many characters are going up to the highest rank.
So Kim is
I actually really enjoyed Kim. I was sad when he died. I was really happy in the DLC Ram Shadow, where you get to play as Ram. You also play more. You get to see more of Kim.
I think Kim.
I think he's a solid A or B, definitely. He was killed very early.
Yeah, they gave more depth to him, like, so
Yeah.
I think he deserves to get an A rank.
But he seemed like he was a really good guy.
Yeah.
And I liked him. Sam. I think she's in E. Or C. C. She's a C.
She kind of has our...
Like, she's pretty cool. And she's badass. But, you know, we have to be fair with characters.
This is the girl from Judgment, the female character that plays along with the male characters.
I thought, like, I remember liking her and then disliking her in the game. Like, I think I didn't mind her. Yeah. So I'd put her at D or E.
I'd go with D. I think she was actually...
Like, if we ever seen her again, would I care? No. You know, Ty, these...
Oh, he was really cool.
Yeah. And yeah, I put him as A. Or B. I'm happy with, like... Also, a really awesome character that we got.
I put him at A because I thought I wanted to see him come through the whole game. Like, I wanted to play the last act with this guy, and I was like, oh no.
He was very likable. Didn't get a lot of them, but his exit was one that you never forget. You know, shotgun to the face. He was tortured, and he just lost the he was literally destroyed.
Torture, so he took the easy way.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't want to get captured again and tortured again. You know. Now he's Dale.
I love Dell. So this was coming off. How much do you like Dell? You know, you picked JD over Dell.
Yeah.
Where would you place him? Would you be more? Would you like to see more of Dell going forward?
I do, but like, see, I don't think he's an S. I think he's an A rank.
He's an A rank.
Yeah, he's not like the best character. He's a good. He's a good support character.
He's a really good support character. So now we're on to the other new franchise characters.
JD.
So where does JD Fenix go? Does he belong in the S tier? Or do you know?
No, I don't think he belongs in the S.
Not yet.
Maybe
I had a stronger opinion about JD and how much I liked him coming from Gears 4. But Gears 5, like Wally made some decisions. I felt like I still liked him a little bit, but not as much as when I just played him in Gears 4. You know, some of the stuff that happened in Gears 5 and blah blah blah, and we got to see a lot more just Dell and Kate in that game. We didn't get to see as much JD. I felt I came off liking him a little bit less than what I originally did, but I still like him all the same. But I wouldn't put him as an S either.
I don't think
he's a good character, but not top tier. I'd put Kate as an S.
Yeah, I'd go straight for an S with Kate because of her character growth and everything.
Like, she's a very interesting character. Like, the whole new rebooted series, like, franchise, continuation, whatever, is mainly focusing on her. So she's getting a lot of screen time, especially in Gears 5. And she's just overall, like, she's a badass. She's very interesting. She doesn't take shit from anyone.
Her whole
She's
story
funny.
and her whole interaction with the like locust and stuff and the whole backstory there and everything's just setting up for an even bigger story as it grows.
It was very interesting to learn more about Kate in Gears 5, and I liked her pretty much the whole way through. The only thing I didn't like was just how much she wasn't telling people about the visions and stuff like that. Like, how much she was holding, like, that was the only real negative. And like, she was kind of mean to Jack at the start too. She didn't like robot. But she was like, I've been running away from COG robots my whole life, so but like, that's just messing aside. I really am interested. I think she's top tier.
So now that we look back over these rankings, if we go from S and then down, right? So we go S and then number 1 spot being the best out of that row.
Oh, you want to do this?
Yeah, we're going
this is hard.
Yeah, we're going to make it harder for ourselves.
Okay, you know, lots of people will be like, "Oh, the face of Gears is Marcus. He has to be number 1." But I don't like. I love Marcus. I do. But my favorite characters are Baird and Carmine, and I don't know who I'd pick over Clayton. I don't know. I really love Baird for some reason. Baird. Would I change the order between Clayton and Baird? Yes. No.
Would you move Marcus up?
Well, you have say so. Who is your favorite? It's obviously Dom, right? Is it? Well, I can't say it's obvious.
I'd probably
just because you see.
I'd agree with you on Baird being the most interesting character. Like going from like being lieutenant, like all to being like chief med, the science
and he's
officer
like
and everything.
Being the main smarts now.
Yeah.
Still, he's the one getting the hammer back online. He's developed so much. Like, when you think of Gears 1, where when you find Cole and him for the first time, he's like very like, he's like angry a good bit of the game, and then try to get to learn more. And then where he is now in Gears 5, like, he's older, he's a lot more serious. Like, he's still goofy.
I think he has the most depth out of all those characters here.
Between, well, Dom's dead, so we can't really. Between like the original Delta Squad, like Baird, Cole, and Marcus, the ones that are still alive. When you compare how they were from Gears 1 to where they are now, the one that's changed and evolved the most, I think is Baird.
Yeah, I think Dom comes in second after that because he had a huge story arc where like he has like it shows him in the flashbacks, like when he previously started off in the cogs and everything.
Like being
finding his real drive to find his wife was the whole
but
game.
while also still being super loyal and a best friend to Marcus, like being there to help Marcus through anything, getting him out and being with Marcus when Marcus made that decision to leave his original order to go find his dad, and that's why he got arrested.
Yeah, he helped.
Dom went with him. Like, Dom was with him all the way through the games. Yeah. Like, he was always 100% loyal. And then his main story was wanting to find his wife and not to go through that. Putting her out of her misery because she was just so badly tortured and zombified. And then, and
then coming to the character arc end and all. You had to go to the intro and then the next.
Gears 3, you can tell he's obviously depressed. He's sad. Like, he's doing what he can, he's continuing, like, he's staying with the fight, he's still being there for Marcus. And then in the end, making the big decision of sacrificing himself because they were so
and even that decision was to save the whole team.
Like, he had a good story arc. And he was a very awesome character. So, I feel that Dom should be second. Coming off my bias towards Clayton Carmine, how much I love Clayton, I would put Clayton third, but if you want to object with another character that you like more, they go in that place.
I'm between Clayton and Kate. In terms of both of them have really good story growth, like.
I think, like, it being meta for the game and just the stigma for karma, like, even in the world of like I'm sure because Marcus's fault with Carmine's. He knows the stigma of Carmine's, and us the players know. Like Carmine's just die.
Yeah,
you know
just think that's
that happens. They join your team and then they die. But Clayton was the first one to make it past the game, and just his voice, like, and how he like his confidence. He's fucking buffed as fuck. His like I just love the attention to detail with his, markings for Benjamin and Anthony and having Grub Killer. Like I think he's a pretty badass character, but he also has good dialogue moments, and I thought he was pretty likable, and I thought like it showed how far his character has come.
Yeah.
In Gears 5, because he was in charge. Like he was a.
Yeah.
I can't remember his official rank.
Yeah.
But he was one of the. He was leading his own squad and everything.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't just.
I remember that scene. They were telling them to get soldiers in line to do something. Like
like he wasn't just a follower anymore.
Yeah.
He was in. He was in charge. Yeah, and he was badass.
Yeah.
Like I like Clayton.
Yeah, alright, I agree with you on that. I know Kate's come into the game as a new character, but we experienced all the Carmines.
Yeah, like Kate, obviously she has a more interesting story and everything like that. But if one of them was to die in Gears 6, I'd pick Kate, unfortunately. Because Clayton has been more since Gears 3. Like, even though he doesn't have as big of a part in the story, he's been in it longer and he's a character I attach myself to. Because I guess I feel like I saved him. Because I was part of the the charity event that made the decision whether or not. I feel like it's like I helped, he's alive. Like they could have easily killed him in Gears 5 though, because they were free to make any choice. But I guess they felt like it was good if he just stayed alive anyway past that game.
Alright, so we have the three last characters: Kate, Cole, and Marcus.
Oof.
So
well, I feel like I really do like Kate. And you were pushing Kate ahead of Clayton, so I feel like Kate should be the fourth ahead of Marcus and Cole.
Yeah.
Because I know you really like Kate.
And I really Cole like and Marcus. Everybody likes Cole because he goes woo.
Obviously Marcus, he has grown and he has changed, and
Cole hasn't. Cole just keeps remembering the past.
We acknowledged how much we acknowledged how much Dom changed, how much of his how much he grew in his story arc complete in Gears 3. Like Marcus has also gone through a lot of loss.
Yeah.
He lost his dad. Then it turns out he didn't lose his dad, and then he did lose his dad. He thought his dad was dead the whole time.
Yeah.
Then he comes back in Gears 3 for 10 minutes and then dies literally as he goes to put his arms around him. Remember, he literally turns to dust and breaks. So he loses his dad twice basically. Loses his best friend. Gets to live, but even when Gears 3 ends, he takes off his thing, his hat, and whatever it is.
Everything that makes him
he strips down. He goes to the beach and he's everyone's celebrating, but he's finally having time to process that Dom's dead. He had to keep going and continue to fight.
Kept in the war
after people were afraid to bring it up, but he's it happened blah blah blah. He was doing the mission, but he just had to push his feelings down and ignore that it happened. And then literally as the world is saved, he's finally processing. Everyone's celebrating, and he's so sad that Dom died and his dad died. It's he's gone through a lot. Anya dies later, which also
he has a lot of deaths.
He has a lot.
Depending on what way the 5 ends, it's JD dies.
And that he goes through a lot of loss while also continuing to fight. Continuing to. He's I may feel shit, but if I can help the world from ending, he's gonna do it. He's gonna help prevent. He's gonna help Kate. So I think
I'm pretty happy with that force lineup.
Yeah,
that's solid.
Cole is awesome, but he's not on the level of Marcus Fenix.
We have Paddock, Kim, Ty, Dale, JD.
Okay, so
how do we quickly fly through this?
Obviously, we have to go into longer discussions. No, we had to go into longer discussions on the S line because that's the highest.
Yeah, that's the highest rank. They're put there for a reason. It's a defender,
Yeah. Okay, so
I want to put Kim there.
it's
Just
like I really do like JD, but like I said, just some of the stuff in Gears 5 rubbed off the wrong way, and I don't like him as much.
yeah.
But I also like, it's like, but he's still awesome. Like I still kind of want to defend him, and I really do like Dell. It's like thinking, oh, who do I like more? It's like, what happens if they don't continue in Gear 6? One of them is actually cut, like, because they just go with one in the endings. Who would I like? I guess I'd put Dell first.
Put Dell first, but Dell JD, right? But then
Because I just love how innocent Dell is. Like, you know, he's also like Dom in the way that he's a loyal friend. Like, he's stuck by Kate. You know?
yeah, he's loyal and he just followed through the whole game. It's like Kim, Dell, JD,
Yeah.
Paddock, Ty. That seems correct, yeah. That's
I'd put Ty ahead.
yeah, he's more favourable.
It's like,
I like him
while
for a
I
different
like him
reason.
for his honesty, I also disliked him at times.
Yeah,
Like, sometimes I found him annoying, but I did like him over.
Yeah.
Like, I liked his character. But Ty didn't live long enough to annoy me.
okay. B ranks.
I'd put Anya first, that's me. Dizzy. Dizzy and Hoffman, I like both of them.
Hoffman, I'd say. He
It's
was in it, but he wasn't in it enough. Like,
Yeah. Hoffman's been in
you
it since
literally
the
see
beginning.
him on the truck thing at the start,
Yeah.
and then Scourge comes in, then it's
You
cut
see him-
away, and then you see him at the end, and then it's just
You see him a bit in the tree.
Yeah. yeah,
So
that's pretty solid.
I think the next line is pretty solid too. And the next line is pretty solid too. And the
Yeah.
next line you can't really do much.
Oh
And
no, in order of who we hate the most, you can't leave that last line.
who I hate,
I hate this guy the most.
because we just have to
though.
just see that.
Everybody.
We have to see that face so much every time we kept coming
Yeah.
back to that courtroom.
Yeah.
Then the guy at the end. What's
Yeah.
his name? I
he
said it
ran
earlier.
second on the douche meter.
Yeah. I think the girl, since we don't remember. should
Yeah, we
be
don't
last.
remember, so we can't really say much about her. So it's between gangster guy and this person I do not know who it is.
Yeah, I think that. Okay, so
I
yeah.
think that sums it up.
Yeah. So this is our final Gears ranking list. So we got our S's, our A's, our B's, our C's, our D's, the 1E, and the F's. Like I said, some of the characters that were in the F, while they are in the game, we did play them. We just either didn't like them or don't remember them as much.
and
They
if
just
they're
didn't have
if
that
they're not
standout
memorable,
moment.
then I don't think they deserve to be on Angry.
Yeah, like,
Birds.
You may remember them and they may rank higher for you, but that's just how we felt coming out of it. So, like I said earlier, we did do a ranking for all of the Gears of War games, so you can check that out. We really do hope you enjoyed this video of us ranking our characters. So yeah, is there anything you'd like to add? Or?
Well, there is, yeah. There's a couple of characters that aren't on the list.
Oh,
Well, one
like
of them that I know. Of the Carmine's niece.
Oh shit, is she not? Oh, Lizzie. How does she? Oh yeah, because it's only really going up as far as Gears 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Lizzie Carmine, let's just pretend she's here. I would put her in the
Yeah, I really liked her. She was real badass. Like
she was so awesome. I was really upset when she got killed off.
yeah, I thought she was gonna escape from the truck. Like
Maybe
before she got
because of
back.
she died and it was JD's decision to use the hammer. Maybe that's the thing that I'm like,
Yeah.
JD, she dead because of you. She probably would have died anyway because there was so many.
Yeah, there was too many.
There's so
of them.
many Brumacs and a whole army coming in, but I don't know. But she was pretty awesome and she had a few badass scenes. And unfortunately, she was
Oh no, but it was JD's fault. Because when I don't know if you recall it, but the door that she's trying to get out got dented,
Oh,
and she couldn't get out the other side because the hammer was coming from that side.
yeah.
But the Brumacs were coming from the dented side,
Oh,
so she could have jumped out the other way if the hammer wasn't coming towards her.
oh.
So there was probably a chance.
He also
to
was.
put up the vibe.
He also took a moment to help people out,
Yeah,
where he could have just went for the. But he didn't know, I guess, that the door was dented and she was jammed in.
yeah.
Yeah.
It happened at the start. I think a Brumac or something kicked something and went flying and broke the
Yeah.
door.
Well,
Yeah.
Lizzie
She-
Carmine.
Yeah, she'd be an
She was playing Carmine's niece,
yeah.
and she was pretty awesome. But a new Carmine got added to a new game, and the curse continues other than Clayton being cured of that at the moment. Liz died and she was pretty awesome. So yeah, that is it, and that is our character ranking. And you know, now you've seen both videos, how we like the games and how we like the characters. Gears of War will hopefully continue with Gears 6, and we'll be doing a video on that whenever that comes out.
Yeah.
So, thanks.
We can reference this video and then whatever characters are introduced in 6 or characters that follow through where they rank then.
Yeah, and you can always just stay tuned to the channel by liking, subscribing, and all that good stuff. Gears 5 is still a game that we're currently playing a good bit when we can, and we might be popping up some gameplay videos at some point if we record them. So yeah, it's not the end of Gears on the channel.
I'd like to know what other people's thoughts are on this list as well.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you all in the next video. Bye.
I can't remember anything. Can't tell if this is true or dream. Deep down inside I feel the scream. This terrible silence stops there. Now that the war is through with me, I'm waking up, I cannot see that there's not much left of me. Nothing is real but pain.
Hey everyone, I just want to say thank you for making it to the end of this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more videos from me, click on any of the video links that are available right now. Go on, I dare you.